Hey everybody, we are back. It is Tabletop Tuesday on Wednesday because it's been a very busy time for us, but we're excited to open up a little more Obsidian Flames and get some practice for our upcoming at-home pre-release style tournament that we're hoping to do for fun with some friends. So let's get started. We're going to do mostly what is a traditional build and battle box style tournament that you might find described elsewhere. We're just going to open one build and battle box plus the 4 packs that are in here, make a 40 card deck. There's no limit based on the name, so if you want to put 5 or 6 of the same card with the same name, if you happen to get that many, you can do that. We've got basic energy here, so you can have any amount of basic energy you want, but 40 cards, 4 prizes. One thing we want to try that's going to be a little different that I think will be really good for casual play at home. You know, obviously this isn't something that's intended for high-level competitive players, especially if they're practicing for tournaments, but it's the idea of drawing your opening hand plus the number of cards that will be in your prizes. So for this format, it would be 11 cards in your opening hand, and then choosing the cards that become the prizes, obviously shuffling them before you place them. The advantage of this for casual play is that it decreases the chance of mulliganing, so it saves you time there, and it decreases time needed to prize check, so it saves you time there. Alright, so you want to go ahead and get started?
Sure.
Oh man, I got Mawile
I got
again?
Mawile too.
Alright, well the Mawile itself is not very helpful, so we already know that. Because Mawile's ability is Special Eater. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench during your turn, you may discard a special energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. There are no special energy in... I don't know if there's any special energy in all of Obsidian Flames. So, Mawile is not going to help you. And it's not got a great attack either. 90 damage is, I mean, respectable. But for 3 energy,
That's a lot.
with no special energy and probably no way to accelerate, it's not going to happen.
Yeah,
So let's see if we ended up with the same
With the same
exact pack.
Yeah.
That would be humorous.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll open up our booster packs to see what other pieces
The
we
code
found.
is on the bottom.
Ah, yes. Thank you. Okay, so I've got Mawile. We'll put over there. The trainer tips. Oh boy, I've got fire energy.
Me too. Oh, sorry guys.
Every time. The camera makes Katie very tired.
Apparently.
Alright, basic, fire energy,
I think we have the same.
and basic lightning energy. Well, this is going to be fun.
Yeah, Numel.
Numel and Camerupt. Okay, so Camerupt's big thing, it's very hit or miss.
Oh boy.
Eruption, 50 plus. Discard the top card of each player's deck. This attack does 100 more damage for each energy card discarded in this way.
Okay.
So potentially hits 250 or 50.
Or 50.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't depend on it.
Okay, so that's a family. So we'll put the family down there. Alright, now some trainers. Ooh, I got 2 Nest Ball.
Yeah.
Booyah. Nest Ball and Rhyme. Rhyme is an interesting one. So you draw 3, and then you force your opponent to switch to the bench. So they get to choose which card comes in, but they have to switch. Okay, so the Toxel Toxtricity family. Now, Toxtricity is very powerful. Loud Mix, 50 plus. This attack does 30 more damage for each different type of Pokemon on the bench.
Okay.
So, I mean, 140 or 150 is the highest number that you need to be hitting. So, you just need 3 different types on the bench to get to 140. It's not hard. Okay, so Toxtricity. This Soul Rock is very good because of the Call for Family attack.
Too basic. Okay.
It's also good and competitive because there is a Lunatone that combines with this, that the Lunatone has an ability that as long as you have Soul Rock in play, you can't be affected by any stadium cards. So people are using this and the Lunatone to be able to play Path without blocking their own abilities.
Okay.
Okay, I got a Research and a couple Youngster. Is that what you have? Yep. And then a Nimona.
Yep.
And a Miriam. And an Audino. Alright, we have the exact same pack.
Oh boy.
Alright, so this is going to come down to these bad boys. So let's do our traditional piles.
I stacked the whole thing up.
Wow, that was a terrible...
Yeah, I'm struggling with this one too.
Alright, we're just opening packs this way now. It's just the way it is. But that's okay. You might end up with this exact same pack when you play in the pre-release. So the main pre-release card that we did not get here, it would have been cool to get the Togekiss, because that's a good card. But I went ahead and bought some from the store anyway, just in case we didn't pull them. But the main attacker that we're missing is the Palafin family.
Okay.
So Finizen and Palafin. So Finizen's first attack is that it switches to the bench, and then you get to evolve it or something, or you evolve it and then switch it to the bench. I mean, that's net the same effect.
Yeah.
But it's called Valiant Evolution, and that's all it does. You get to search and evolve.
Okay.
But then let's put the trainers over here.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what it.
The Palafin's first attack is called Jet Punch, and it does 30 plus 30 to one of the bench.
Okay.
So that's really good. We didn't pull any babies yet, but the babies have 30 HP, so you can snipe them off the bench really easily. But then its second attack does 210 damage if it moved into the active spot that turn. Which is why people like to include the babies, because they have free retreat.
Right.
So,
okay.
Alright. Ready?
Yep.
You can go first.
Okay. Fire Energy.
Fire Energy. We have the exact same packs.
Darkrai.
Darkrai.
Night Cyclone, 120 damage. Move all energy from this Pokemon to your bench Pokemon in any way you like.
What's the cost? Is it dark, colorless? Yeah. Togekiss.
Hey.
Okay. Funny, because I just bought some of those, but we'll see if I get the family.
Yeah.
Its big thing is Precious Gift. At the end of your turn, you may use this ability. Draw until you have 8 cards in your hand.
Nice. Ninetales.
Lapras.
Stunfisk. Custom Trap. If this Pokemon is in the active spot, has a Pokemon tool attached, and is damaged by an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, even if this Pokemon is knocked out, put 5 damage counters on the attacking Pokemon. Okay.
Okay. I have an Umbreon.
Yes. Charmeleon.
Nice. Hoppy. Move up to 2 energy from one of your Pokemon to another of your Pokemon. So that'll be helpful, potentially.
Yeah. Beartic. Beartic.
I gotta look it up again sometime. Umbreon. Oh. One was reverse hollow, and the other is not.
Okay.
Umbreon would not be terrible if I get some Eevee.
Right. Bronzong.
Stunfisk. You could put Mawile with your other metal types.
Froakie.
Froakie. Electric.
Darumaka.
Man, you've got a lot of fire types already. Salandit. Technically, Umbreon is colorless because it evolves from Eevee. So we'll see if I can remember that.
Sunskirt.
Surskit.
Wow, that was bad, guys. Sorry. I can't.
Varoom.
I'm not allowed to talk anymore today.
Oh boy, that's gonna make this a very long game.
Dynamo.
Or a very quick one.
Or a very quick one.
Smoliv.
Water energy.
Metal energy. Yeah, we'll just make a generic file back there until we figure out what we...
Toxtricity.
Toxtricity, nice. How many? Oh, that's going to be a big advantage for you. Entei.
Ooh. Clefairy.
Pupitar. Nice. Okay. Pidgeotto. Reverse hollow. Flamigo. Synchronized Feathers, 60 damage. If Flamigo is on your bench, this attack also does 60 damage to one of your benched Pokemon. So potentially useful.
Another Beartic.
Okay. Pupitar.
Another Bronzong.
Gumshoos.
Flamigo.
I might trade you for that. You don't want to do that, probably. Masquerain.
Ungus.
Spoink.
Harvesta.
Isn't that Yuka Moriai?
It is.
Oh, look. I have Cubchoo.
Oh, look at that. Finizen.
Okay, that's the one that... Well, that's not... I wouldn't say that's the good Finizen. The Valiant Evolution one is probably better, at least for this. But yeah. Drillbur.
Baltoy.
Capsakid. Double Headbutt. Flip 2 coins. This attack does 50 damage for each heads. 3 colorless.
Lightning energy.
Water energy.
Scissor.
Scizor.
Sorry.
Which technically goes in... Well, you can put it in grass or metal. It depends on where you want to put the Scyther.
Right.
But we've always put the Eevee, all the evolutions in colorless
Right.
because there's so many different ones.
Right, yeah.
Haha! I pulled a Toxtricity! Ha. Excellent.
Oh boy.
The tables are balanced.
Town store.
Ooh. Well, that'll only be helpful if you actually pull a tool.
Yeah, so far. No luck.
Dynamo. Oh, that evolves from my electric.
Chandelure.
Nice. Thunderous.
Flamigo.
Arven. I had an Arven in my other pre-release that I played.
Electros.
Oh. Mawile.
Trevenant.
Crabominable.
Spoink.
Weasel.
Cubchoo.
Paldean Wooper.
Drillbur.
Phantom.
Mm. Capsicum.
Okay, yep, same one.
Whoops.
Vulpix.
Psychic Energy.
Psychic Energy.
Entei.
Entei. Darkrai. We just have all the same cards.
Mm-hmm. Which is crazy because it's such a big set.
It is such a big set.
Phantom.
Phantom.
What? Oh, that's weird.
Okay, I don't know.
Okay,
It just looked weird. Okay, Charcadet. Glimmet. That's not the good one. There's one from, I think it's from Paldea Evolve that has the attack Ascension, so it can evolve into, with the attack it can evolve into. Glamora is its evolution, and there's also a Glamora EX, which is the one that makes your opponent only have 3 bench spots.
Okay.
Electros. Lapras.
Trevenant.
Camerupt.
Oh boy.
Bellibolt. Kangaskhan.
Oh, sorry. It was like your thing is here.
Oh no. Kangaskhan, let's go again.
Rowlet.
Snubble.
Diglett.
Bronzor.
Combee.
Gloom. Inviting Sense. Switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon into the active spot.
And Houndour. Houndour, sorry. Okay.
Okay is right. Now we have to build 40 card decks.
Okay.
No Eevee. That would have been fun. No tools either. I actually pulled a tool in my pre-release.
Yeah.
Other one. So funny that we got the exact same kit.
I know.
Sort those out later. Okay, good. That's the starting point. Having 40 cards.
No, yes.
I feel like you've got some more options than I do, but we will see.
Yeah.
We will see. The most interesting thing about these formats is the limited number of trainer cards you get, which is one reason why historically we've enjoyed opening 2 or 3 build and battles each to see what we get. Surprisingly, we have historically had good luck drawing, getting rule box Pokemon from build and battles, but not with Obsidian Flames. So I'm really curious to see what happens at our at-home tournament. So I am settling for the Camerupt family. I kind of would have liked to move away from it because it's so hit or miss, but alas, you gotta do what you gotta do, as they say, and that's what we were dealt, so that's what we're gonna use. Obviously, with that, you need to make sure that you have a fair number of energy cards in your deck, since there's no energy recycler or any way to put, or super rod, no way to put them back once you discard them or attach them for other reasons. Also going to go ahead and use the Toxtricity line. I actually had a 4/4 of the Camerupt, but I went away from that because it's probably too clunky. I'd rather have, in order for Camerupt to work, again, you need like lots of energy in your deck, so I'd rather have 2 more energy cards than the extra Numel and Camerupt, so we'll see if that pays off. Toxtricity is really powerful. I would much rather be swinging with that than with Camerupt. But we'll see what happens. And for Toxtricity to work, you need Pokemon of some different types. Now, ideally, you want Pokemon of different types that can also attack for colorless energy. As we already said, Solrock's not here to be an attacker, but its Call for Family is really helpful. Audino has a much weaker version of that, but it can be a good setup Pokemon and also potentially swing for some damage if Katie happens to brick. Be helpful. Kangaskhan is a nice high HP basic that also potentially lets you swing and draw cards, so that's nice.
Yeah.
Entei attacks for only colorless energy but does more damage when it has fire energy attached. Additionally, its ability gives it some bulk because it decreases damage by 20. Lapras is an interesting include because it's water, so it gives me an extra type to potentially power Toxtricity, but its first attack uses only colorless, and it does 10 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon, so potentially giving you the option to finish off something on the bench. think a lot of these pre-release games are going to be decided by who draws into Professor's research first. I don't understand why they even continue to print raw draw 3 cards like Nimona when we've got cards that are draw 3 plus an effect. Like, why would you would never play draw 3 over Avery or something like that. Right. You know, draw 3 and then your opponent has to discard Pokemon from their bench. Right. Now, potentially, there's like a rare few situations where playing Avery could actually be beneficial to your opponent, where you give them the opportunity to discard like a damaged Pokemon or something. But in general, draw 3 plus an effect. Why would you ever play just draw 3 with no effect when you've got the option to play draw 3 with an effect? Yes, I drew in my other pre-release, I drew Vengeful Punch, which is if this Pokemon is knocked out, put 4 damage counters on the attacking Pokemon. Mm-hmm. So, when I also had the Arven then, it was actually useful because I was able to search for Nest Ball or the Vengeful Punch.
How many Pokemon do you have?
Let's see. 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Because, of course, some of these Pokemon are also your draw and search cards, since you don't have that many trainers. I mean, having more or less could be good. It's just a question of what do you draw into. You know, if you have all the basics you need in your opening hand, you don't need the rest. But if you don't, and you're only going to prize 4 cards, but if the 4 cards you prize are Research, Nimona, Youngster, which would be the ultimate bad luck in this format. Of course, you still might win, depending on how things go, but... But yeah, this will be fun. We'll just play a game or two, and we'll have fun. Play and learn. Yeah. And this will set you up to see some of the cards
a little bit better
going into the at-home tournament later in a few weeks. Katie has some water energy. What is that for, I wonder?
Just some. Just in case.
Trying to hit my camera up for weakness?
We'll see. Maybe.
I don't need weakness. I just swing big and go home. No, I'm just kidding. Exploiting weakness is always fun when you get the chance to do it. Weakness is so powerful in Pokemon. Alright, so We'll see how well this does. Yeah, I had Toxtricity Palafin when I actually played in the pre-release. Maybe for the next pre-release, which 151 won't have a pre-release, but
Right.
Paradox Rift will.
Okay.
Maybe for that one we can try to find a way to get somebody to watch the boys, and you and I can go together.
Yeah,
It'd be fun.
Yeah. Especially if I feel a little bit better about what I'm trying to do.
Well, I mean, some people get crazy with it, and they've like read all the guides from the content creators on. They already know what all the packs are, what all the kits are, and exactly what they should do with each kit. Ideally, obviously, the cards you draw are still random from the other packs, but you know. I don't plan to make it. I mean, I'll obviously see some things like on Twitter and kind of know in general, like this is the good kid or the bad kid, or these are the attackers you want to look for, but it's just fun. I mean, it was also fun. I did come in second at the pre-release.
Oh yeah, so. That's right. You did. Yes, obviously, winning
makes everything better.
You know, yeah.
These Arceus sleeves, I don't know what product they came out of. Maybe the new Trainer's Toolkit, but Paladin sent them along, just like as an extra.
Thanks, guys.
Along with the sealed case of the Build Battle. Yeah. So, yes, very thankful to them for that.
I was wondering. We have so many random sleeves and like partial sets of sleeves floating around. And it's hard to keep track of where everything came from. Yeah. So.
And we obviously don't use ETB or sleeves like this for real competitive play, especially as you get better at shuffling. But they're definitely good for things like this. Like this is the kind of sleeve we'll use when we have the people over.
Yeah.
Which it'll be perfect if we end up having 6 people because we've got 3 tables.
Yeah.
All right. You ready, baby?
No, I just started shuffling.
Okay. You're fine. You're fine. We'll take a drink. We also have to flip to see who goes first.
Yep.
Did you count to make sure you have 40?
I haven't pile shuffled yet.
Okay. Nice. Alright, call it.
Heads.
It's heads.
I will go first.
You will go first. Okay. And then, so we're going to try out the new thing.
Yes.
Which for this, we will draw an opening hand of 11 cards.
Okay.
As long as you have a basic. If you don't have a basic, you mulligan just like normal. And then draw 11 cards again. If we both basic, they cancel out. Or if we both mulligan, they cancel out just like normal. But then, of those 11, you choose 4 to become your prizes. Okay. You set them aside.
Set
up.
Shuffle.
And then you shuffle your prizes.
Okay.
Okay?
Alright. 4 prizes, right?
Right. Oh, sorry. I need to. Yes, I need to set 2 prizes. Ready?
Sure.
Alright, you go first.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Hmm.
What did you think of that?
It was interesting.
It is interesting because it's kind of tricky to
Yeah, because it's like, wait, I might want that. Oh wait, that's why I put it in the deck, because I might want that.
Yeah.
But it was kind of nice to be able to say, okay, I definitely want these things in my opening hand.
And the other side of it, which, I mean, the people who are really good at prize checking are to say, well, I'm really good at prize checking, I don't want to lose that advantage. But the other thing is, like, you know what's in your prizes. Again, you don't know where they are, but that means you know that everything else is in the deck.
Right. Right. Okay. I'm going.
Which I guess means, sorry, just thinking briefly about what does that mean, how is it different from the normal game? It means going into your opening hand, you already know the contents of your deck.
Right.
Which sometimes you don't know for a turn or two
For
if you
a
never
while,
get
yeah.
a way to search your deck.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that is definitely different.
Yeah. For sure.
I still think it's potentially really nice from a casual perspective. Alright,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, continue.
Yeah, that's okay. I think I'm going to attach lightning energy.
Okay.
And pass.
Alright. Draw for turn. I will attach lightning energy. And play Fossil to the bench. Then I will call for family.
Oh boy. Going to evolve to toxicity.
Okay.
Attach a fire energy.
Alright.
And pass.
Okay. Toxicity.
Oh my gosh.
Lightning energy. Research.
Nice.
Normal. Call for family.
Okay. Okay. Lightning energy, Numble, evolve to camera out, and then go to bench.
Okay. Draw for turn. Rhyme. Draw 3 cards. You have to switch your active with one of your bench Pokemon.
Okay.
Evolve to camera. Attach for turn. Retreat. Loud mix for knockout. Did not want you sniping 60 on my bench.
Yeah, right. Hit a single trainer. This is rough. Okay.
It do be like that sometimes.
It do be like that. Pass.
Draw for turn. What do you know? Rhyme was actually useful. Lightning. Loud mix for knockout.
Alright. Hopefully I get something helpful in here. Maybe at least attack. That was not what I needed. Okay. Fire energy? Yeah. Wild mix for 80.
Okay, so here's the real question. If my next card or your next card is an energy and you had advanced camera, you would have had the knock. But there's no way to know because you didn't have fire energy, right? Until you top decked it.
I topped it,
Right.
yeah.
Okay, so my next card is not an energy.
The 80 damage on you, dears.
Oh yes, thank you, dear.
Not that it's gonna do very much, guys, but
You gotta.
It's something.
You gotta
take what you can get, okay?
That's right. You gotta do what you gotta do. Okay. Loud mix for knockout. I said it was gonna be whoever drew into research first.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Was your next card an energy?
It was.
Oh.
I mean, I'm gonna try for eruption.
Yeah, you are. I mean, it's a knock. No, it's not. I have
It
60
is 50.
HP left. Yeah, you got it.
Okay. Okay. There's my only other supporter. Okay, great. Or the only trainer I've seen.
Okay, loud mix for nothing.
Yep.
Alright, can you try again?
Yeah, we can try again.
Yeah, that did not take long.
Woof.
I drew, so I had 2 Toxtricity in my opening hand, and then my opening draw was the 3rd Toxtricity. Because I was going to call for family for Toxel and Kangaskhan. And then I drew that other Toxtricity, and I already had Research in hand, so I was like, am I really going to Research away one of my Toxtricity? Like, that seems like a bad plan.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, in this case, going second helped. Well, it was a balance, though, because it was very tricky. Honestly, if I hadn't gotten the Rhyme,
Right.
because I didn't really want to move up my only ready attacker, take out your Soul Rock, and then have you have you come up and take out my attacker. So there was definitely a disadvantage to going second, but the nice thing was that I was able to plan to go ahead and use Call for Family right out the gate.
Right.
And set up my bench, which also thins your deck.
Right.
Alright, you ready?
I think so.
I love you.
I love you.
This is how pre-releases go.
Yeah.
There's only so much skill involved.
Right. Yeah, I mean, certainly some of it is deck building skill, but...
A little tiny bit. You just don't get that many options.
Right.
But yes, you're right. There is definitely some skill there. And then it is some of that tactics of like when do you move up and start attacking, because you may not be able to trade blow for blow.
Right.
And that's where things like Toxtricity that are a definite amount of damage versus Camera Ups that are a variable amount of damage
are nice.
But yeah, you want to keep in mind what it is that you can and cannot do and what you're likely and not likely to do.
Right.
Alright, so 11. It'd be fun, you have somebody mulligan. It's tricky, and you know what? I'm thinking about, like, people are like, well, it'd be such a powerful thing with a real deck, but I still think there's going to be really tricky decisions.
Right.
If you were playing it with a real deck. Obviously, you'd have 2 more cards. You'd have 13.
Right.
But you still have to pick 6 of them to go into the prizes. So.
Right. 6 that you can't guarantee that you're ever going to have access to.
Right. Now, I wonder, the deck that would most benefit from that might be Control, because Control never plans to take its prizes.
Right.
So then the Control player just immediately knows what is there.
Oh, did we flip?
We did not flip, but you can go first again because you lost.
Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Pass.
Okay. Draw for turn. Toxel, Nummel, Nest Ball. Headbutt 30.
Okay.
There are records of a lost human child being raised by a childless Kangaskhan. There's an episode about that.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Yeah. That's how we're going to play it, are we?
What? I love you.
I love you.
Evolve. Nope. Fire energy.
Okay.
Evolve. Okay, let's try eruption.
Nope.
No, dang. 50 damage.
Electricity. Energy. Research. Camerupt. Entei. Pass.
Energy. Okay, let's try eruption again. No.
I mean, it didn't matter. You were gonna get the knockout.
Yeah.
But that is annoying.
Yeah. Quite.
And you take the first prize.
Woohoo!
Alright, draw for turn. Soul Rock. Energy. Youngster. Shuffle your hand into your deck and draw 5 cards. Dog mix for knockout.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna play Miriam.
Nice. Now it's up to.
It's up to.
So you could choose one.
Right.
If you really just want the draw 3 cards
Right.
part.
Right.
But you can also obviously put back up to 5. And Rhyme has really changed the flow of both of these games. It's funny, because it's probably not a card that we'll ever actually see play. What did you pick? Normal and camera?
Yeah.
Okay. Miriam saw a little bit of play in Gardevoir before Super Rod came out, but then with Super Rod, it's just way better.
Yeah.
I have 3 Super Rod in my reversal Guardy list, but that's because you're expecting to give up a lot of knockouts before you come raging back.
Right. Okay. Okay. Well, that was not precisely what I was hoping for, but it's okay. It's better than nothing, I guess, but it's still only one.
You didn't, yeah, you needed to get to 3 different types on the bench.
Yeah. 111. Yee! 110. Okay, well, loud mix. 110. I was thinking 5 plus 6 is 11. And then have to add the 0 to make it 110. Anyway. I've also been dealing with numbers all day. My brain's a little bit mushy.
Oh, it's mushy.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I'm so tired.
Miriam.
Okay.
I don't need the Lapras. I do want these guys. So, Toxtricity best attacker. This is what we were learning. I mean, it just hits big numbers so fast.
Right.
It's not hard to get to 140. And
Right.
140 is going to one-shot anything in here.
Right. Yep.
Loud mix for knockout.
Ugh, that doesn't even knock him out.
I know.
Can't. Gosh.
Yeah, it's tough.
Woof. Okay. Nimona.
Yep.
Draw 3. This stinks. Okay. I just drew my other Flamigo.
I know. Oh,
Yeah. Oof. Okay.
that would have been epic.
I know, right? Okay. Well, what I would have done is going to have to be this.
Okay.
Okay. Pass.
Nimona. Nest Ball fail. Toxel. Lightning Energy. Loud mix.
Now I got the Phantom. Jeez. Jeez
Ooh.
Louise.
Phantom. By itself? Or did you put the Trevenant in there too?
That's what I drew when I needed that third one. When I needed the third type. I saw the green, I was like, oh,
it's not
it's
a
not what I
basic.
need. Okay. Anyway, Eruption. Okay.
You got it,
I got
150.
it. Yay.
Toxtricity. Energy.
Yes, say if you have another energy, it said.
Do I have an energy?
There's only 18 in the deck.
14.
Whatever. A lot.
No, that was good. It just came down to you.
That was better.
It really just came down to you whiffing the knockout on the Toxtricity, because if you hadn't, my best option would have been, actually I had Poppy, so I might have put up Entei and then Poppied. Well, I don't remember what turn we were on, but I had at least one energy on Kangaskhan. I would have needed 2 if I already had 2 on Kangaskhan, which I feel like was later. I could have potentially Poppied the 2 energy from Kangaskhan onto Entei and then attach from hand.
Yeah.
And that would have been enough to do at least 100.
Right.
which I guess still would not have been enough to one-shot your Toxtricity. That's really what it comes down to. Can you one-shot Toxtricity, yes or no?
Right. Oh, sorry. It is close to bedtime.
It is close to bedtime. Alright, so thanks for joining us. That was fun. So that's kind of what a pre-release style build and battle tournament looks like. We just did the alternative drawing thing, which I think was nicer.
Yeah, it was
You're
cool.
probably not going to mulligan as much with these decks, but just in general,
Right.
like again, saving time on mulliganing, saving time on prize checking. I think for
Right.
casual play, that's really nice.
Yeah, for sure.
So maybe we'll try that with some standard decks next week.
All
right.
Yeah, that could be fun.
I love you.
I love you.
Thank you all for joining us. As always, play and